I'm Krishna. I work as a physical activity mentor for the Get Healthy, Get Into Sport project. So I cover the Colville area, Green Hills, Aignok, and I cover the Leicester area as well, the New Park. This scheme allows people to use the facilities at the located leisure centres. In the Green Hill, Aignok area we have Hermitage Leisure Centre, New Parks we have New Parks Leisure Centre. For both the locations we have additional activities as well that we've set up to help integrate them and open their eyes up to other activities rather than keep going to the leisure centre.
After the operation I was going for regular checkups at my local surgery and they said to me, "Oh, you've recovered really well." I said, "Oh, could I go back to the gym then?" I was joking and they said, "That would be a great idea, why don't you do that?" I said, "I can't afford to, being an old age pensioner." He says, "I'll put you in touch with Krishna." And then I met Krishna, and from then on I've been just a gym freak. What it involves for me is getting myself back to some level of fitness where I could actually partake in sport, because I was always into every sport. I played every sport there is. If I hadn't had Krishna at the beginning, I don't think I'd be stood here talking to you today. I'd be doing something else, like nothing. So now I do something. And it's because people like Krishna are there in the background all the time. If I want some information, I can always talk to Krishna or one of the other members of the FAB team. As
mentors, we work with them for 6 weeks to ensure that the motivation and their training continues. We've organised mass participation events. Like we had the Santa Fun Run last year. This weekend we've got a Walk on the Wild Side. So it just gives them something to aim to rather than, okay, I've done that, what shall I do? I feel it's been very successful. This project has kind of spread through word of mouth, because if people weren't having a good experience or a good time, then people wouldn't know about it. So we've got a lot of clientele for this project through word of mouth. It's definitely been rewarding to see people's changes. Some people have taken on some very big challenges themselves. And it's been amazing to see the change as well, even like the confidence being built, people losing weight, people being, it's great to see.
I think the only thing I did before was occasionally run for a bus, or I'd run the line sometimes for a young football team, So obviously keeping up with the kids is very difficult, because they're very quick, aren't they? So, but that's all I was doing, So virtually nothing, No, I went through the Get Healthy, Get Into Sport. That's where I had a personal trainer in the gym for 6 sessions, I think it was. Then I had the use of the gym for 6 months. But I think, like being on your own and doing it on your own, it's difficult to keep that motivation, the interest, And when the running class and the Athlete Fit started up, it's really good because there's a few of you there and you can have a laugh and it's really enjoyable, I think that makes you want to do it, you want to keep coming back and doing it, and I look forward to it, all week, looking forward to the next session sort of thing now. Quite a few factors involved. One, obviously I was quite a bit overweight, so it's like self-consciousness. But also it's something which you're doing, which I've never really done. There's lots of sort of barriers there, and even now, sometimes I think, I can't do this again, I can't do it again, that negative sort of voice, but you've got to come back with it, think, well, if you don't do it, what's best, doing it or not doing it, so carry on, and it's always good fun. Today was really enjoyable having people sharing and doing the same thing as well. It's a relaxed environment, so there's no pressure on you to perform or do anything, and therefore it's enjoyable, and I agree it'd be nice to transfer, I think, some of the positives from it, to other areas of life. It's not always easy, when people are confident and connected in the world, it's easy for them, they're used to it, they've been brought up that way or whatever. But for everybody else, can be a big thing, and something like this, I suppose, can at least give you one area of your life where you've got a bit of confidence, a bit of self-esteem, a bit of traction in life, I'd say do it, get in, you know, it's great, it's free. You get out and the outdoors and indoors, and you know, you get your body working, you can feel your heart pumping, you know, and breathe a bit deeper, and you feel a lot better, you know, you can feel strong, really strong at sometimes, you know, so there's a lot of positive things, and having a laugh with people as well is great.
I think the major successes have been the change in people's lifestyle. I mean, I've worked with some people now for over a year, and the difference from what they were like when I first met them to what they're like now is incredible. Obviously a lot healthier, fitter, self-motivated, the confidence, social skills, actually getting out and doing things in life. Some people have had to overcome a lot of barriers to get here. A lot of it is due to confidence. Perhaps they've never done it before, they're coming on their own. So having the mentors really helped, because that broke that barrier, that gave them the confidence to come. They had somebody to come with them. And I think for most of them, they wouldn't have actually come to groups without the mentor first. The actual running, we have two groups, one which is at Hermitage, so we base ourselves at Hermitage Leisure Centre. The other is at New Park, so we meet at New Park's Leisure Centre and then tend to run either to Weston Park or Braunston Park, make the most of the locations we've got around here. Well, it is giving them a better lifestyle. You know, the illnesses and the disabilities that you can get through being overweight can be quite tremendous. So learning how to keep yourself fit and healthy, having the confidence to do it, having other people to do it with you, makes it so much easier. And I think these people are now benefiting from all of that. A lot of them have said how much weight they've lost. They're all quite conscious as to what they're eating, and they help each other, which I think is a real big bonus. I've got a couple of them that help out at a lunch group now, and they're all swapping recipes. I mean, we had a session where everybody was swapping homemade soup recipes and different salads, and so, you know, they are all in it together. The Get Healthy scheme has taken away a lot of the barriers that were stopping people doing activity. Financial, you know, a lot of people have said they wouldn't have done the schemes had it been very costly, because they just can't afford it. You know, you've got somebody who doesn't work, they're on benefits, they haven't got the extra money to spend. Like we said, having the mentors has taken away the barrier of having to come yourself. Being in a small group has helped those people that aren't very confident. And yeah, it has just really changed people's lifestyles completely. Part of me feels quite sort of proud to see people change. You know, it's a bit like seeing your own children grow up, and they're trying to achieve something, and then you see them achieve it. It's been brilliant, it really has. It's been a journey that a lot of people have had to work hard on, but it's certainly been worth them doing.
It's how you develop in life, isn't it? You know, you can say, oh, I came from here and this is where I am now. But what's the journey between the two is completely different. One of my favourite films is called Sliding Doors. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I've said this before probably, and I love that juxtapose. What if? What if you've taken that avenue? What if you've taken this avenue? What would have happened to you in life? And it's so different, isn't it? I'm always fighting with my weight. Just getting down, you know, and on your knees and things like it. As you get older, you don't realise it. You don't realise it when you're in your 40s. But when you get into your 60s, things don't work quite so fluidly as you would want them to. And the only way you're actually going to prolong the activities is to work at it. You've got to. So really we were thinking, you know, we haven't really been quite so good as we should be, so that's why we wanted to join a gym. And it hasn't manifested itself in the way I thought it would, which is good in one way, because it just illustrated to us that you don't have to go to a gym, really. But what it did do is open up so many things in Leicestershire that I didn't realise were here on our doorstep. You know, I can walk, I can cycle to some facilities, which we're not aware about. Really helped having the mentor. Above all, that really helped, because they really, I suppose, honed in around you and what were your needs. And everybody else has got different needs. And always Krishna was there to say, you know, well, what do you think you want to do next? And how about this? And she's the one that introduced us to the walking group, which we walk a lot, but I wouldn't have thought I'd enjoy such a walking group as much as I do. We went walking again on Wednesday, and there was a crowd of, it's only about 8 or 9. That's the biggest it's been. But that was new people I'd never met before. It was a beautiful day. It was just one of those days you think that you're glad to be alive day. And if you have a mental problem, well, that would be, you know, it would be fantastic. It's your body, it's your responsibility, and it's not such a lesson in life, but we sometimes fall by the wayside and we get a bit complacent. It's nice to sit in the chair, watch the television, have another glass of wine, which I love, and I haven't had one for nearly a week, so but it's very easy to fall into that, and it's harder sometimes as you get older to pull yourself back and say, I must be more active. You do get complacent. I don't think age should stop you attempting to do anything. You've got to try these things, and if it doesn't work, go on to something else. Don't think that that's the end of it. I think, as I said before, you have got to keep us active for as long as you possibly can.
Welcome to the Get Healthy, Get Into Sport evening. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed yourself taking part in the volleyball game as well. So I've worked with all of you. If I haven't worked with you, then you've been involved in some way, either supporting through Family Way or you're someone's partner.
It's really exciting. I can't believe how many different sports you're all doing. I just wish I had the time to do as many sports as you do. And I think it's great that so many families are taking part. You can go roller skating with your children. I think that's wonderful. So I think it's something we really need to encourage. Us as a district council, we are we so want to encourage you to go out there. We want to get you fit. We want to get you healthy, because these are life skills that you all need.
Hopefully being on the scheme has made a difference to your lives, and people around you have noticed the differences. Just tell me, what has been your favourite activity in taking part in this Get Healthy, Get Into Sport programme?
I just enjoyed the walks, but I've enjoyed the volleyball tonight, and it's inspired me to give up smoking.
I've enjoyed squash, because Krishna's put me through my paces.
I like the gym because it's got me to where I was this morning, which is doing the walking football over at the AstroTurf. I really love that. I mean, I used to play a lot of football, and I always dreamed of going and playing a game of football and kicking a ball around. And I've been out in a situation where I've hardly been able to even kick a ball backwards and forwards with my grandson, which he found a bit disappointing. But I enjoyed that this morning, and I should be going every week from now